And as Rick Swayze is set to go to work, are there an awful lot of changes that take place from one year to the next?
Well, you really don't see it from year to year, but if you had to go maybe 4 years at a time and look at the differences, you could see some real big ones. This is a very good event for Oklahoma. They're really on their strongest events now. Swayze does a reverse heck with his legs together, very difficult, right into a giant swing. There's that required dorsal grip, the Eagle Giants. So far, he's right on track, setting up for his dismount. It's a double layout to a great landing.
Let's talk about setting up for the dismount, Peter.
Well, if you take a look at the horizontal bar, it has a very strong bend to it. As he lets go of the bar, he gets just the right ping that gives him the right lift and rotation to bring his body around to see the floor in that landing.
You mentioned this is a strong event for the Sooners. Rick Swayze, a 9.75 on the high bar. Penn State moves to the vault now. Here's Jamie Downer.
Jamie does a very unique vault. The board does a front flip onto the horse and a handspring off, kind of backwards. Does it well.
Appreciative fans, appreciative dad.
And Greg, about halfway through the season, the Penn State Nittany Lions were getting some low scores on some weaker vaults. About half the team changed to do this vault, and they're getting scores that are helping them right now in the team finals.
Jamie Downer, big favorite on campus at Penn State, a 9.65 on the vault. And Chaney Humphrey of UCLA moves to the parallel bars.
And I'm curious to see what he's going to do. Art Sherlock told me he was going to try a double back flip within the bars. Let's see if he goes for it. And he's going for it. Oh, he fell right through the bars. That's a major mistake. UCLA is just out of it right now.
Coach Art Sherlock, understandably concerned. How easy is it to just forget about this and jump right back up?
Well, he knows he's got a major mistake. Right now, he just wants to get off the parallel bars and go home almost. Has another event with horizontal bar to try to make up for it, but anytime you have a major crash in a team finals, it's really demoralizing. There's a stutz, a low one. Saw him wincing earlier. He may have hurt that shoulder even more. Here's just pressed to a handstand. Another stutz. Boy, it just doesn't look very dynamic right now. Ooh, he's fighting that handstand. That shoulder could really be hurting. Double back dismount. Poor performance right now for Chaney Humphrey.
And you'd have to think that pretty much eliminates UCLA from any chance of winning the championship, an 8.6 for Humphrey. Here's Ricky Armstrong, Oklahoma junior, approaching the high bar and trying to nail things down for the Sooners as the Nittany Lions look on.
Ricky's another example of the real depth that Oklahoma has all the way through their lineup. Those are some nice wrong way stallers, we call them. So one-arm giant into a one-arm flyaway with a half turn. Little break in the legs as he caught the bar. So far, he's still very solid. Turn into the eagle grip giants. Setting up for his dismount. And a double layout with a full twist. Very difficult dismount, and he had a fantastic landing.
Peter, you said early on this was a good apparatus, and they are nailing their routines.
They certainly are. And take a look at that last skill he does where he nails his dismount. This is one of those skills where you just don't really see the ground until it hits you. And it just happened to be in the right spot for Ricky Armstrong.
9.775 for Ricky Armstrong. Penn State wondering if they can keep up with the Sooners. We've completed 5 rotations. It's Oklahoma ahead. We'll be back.
No better way to face the day. When the sun comes up, then I'm feeling fine. 'Cause the AM surely is my favorite time.
The morning belongs to Speed Stick. It's what more men reach for: to prepare, to prevent, to protect. Speed Stick, 110% protection.
No better way to face the day. No better way to face the day.
Speed Stick, 110% protection.
No better way to face the day.
The morning belongs to Skin Bracer Aftershave. Its cool, brisk tingle really gets you going. And what a great set. Skin bracer.
No better way to face the day. Find Penn.
I used to have dandruff, so I tried Head & Shoulders. Then I tried Selsun Blue. Blue is better.
Selsun Blue relieves dandruff flaking better than Head & Shoulders. And doctors recommend it more than Head & Shoulders, Denorex, and Tegrin.
Blue is better.
Selsun Blue.
Look for the sign.
Professional service.
The red, blue, and white.
A friendly face.
It's a good sign.
Your Big A Pro.
Keeps your car running right.
Nice to know he uses top quality Big A parts.
Big A. The sign that keeps your car running right.
Someone to depend on when you need to depend on your car.
Here's something for all you truck drivers to think about. There's an oil made special for trucks. An oil with the Shell brand. Oil that protects engines when they rev their highest and work their hardest. Think any oil will take care of your truck? Think again. Truck Guard from Shell.
Welcome back to Penn State as we approach the 6th and final rotation. The Oklahoma Sooners in the lead over Penn State and UCLA. And Oklahoma's Jared Hanks about to approach the vault, an apparatus that Coach Greg Buick knows that his squad works well on.
And they do work well on it, and I'll tell you, when you finish a competition to go on vault, it's a very secure event for them. Very nice vault. Big steps, going to cost him just a little bit, but he'll still get a very good score.
The coach likes it. His teammates like it. Let's have another look.
Complicated vault. There's a quarter turn onto the horse, and a 1 1/4 turn in a full flip off. Not quite the rotation that would give him a secure landing. See if we catch a different view of this. A lot of flipping, a lot of twisting. It's hard to see the ground when you land facing frontwards, and that's probably why Jared took that step back.
Jared Hanks, a 9.5 on his vault. And Penn State moving to the parallel bars now, and Jamie Downer about to perform for Penn State for the last time. He's a senior. He had this to say about the fans here in University Park.
The crowd is unbelievable. Penn State crowd is unbeatable. I mean, I've traveled pretty much throughout the U.S. with the gymnastics team, but I've never experienced a crowd like the Penn State crowd. I mean, the whole Penn State atmosphere, the whole team, the people behind the team, the academic staff, they're all so, you know, gung-ho gymnastics, and it's great.
And they're gung-ho over Jamie here as well.
They really are.
This is not a strong apparatus for Penn State.
No, it really isn't. They have no real stars on parallel bars, and that's why it's going to be difficult for them to catch up with Oklahoma right now. Interesting side mount. Does a V press on one bar. Very unique. And there's a giant swing to a front uprise. Swing pirouette. A stutz to a handstand. Nothing real stellar about this performance so far. That was a front uprise swing pirouette. Just kind of filler skill. Not a lot of super tricks here. The difficulty level is not too high for Jamie, but he's not making any mistakes. A layout full first. Good landing once again. Not as difficult as a double tuck that we've seen a lot throughout the day.
And what an emotional moment it must be for Jamie Downer to have completed his gymnastics career here at Penn State. And as we said, he is a crowd favorite here on campus. This is a young man we're likely to see in the Olympics.
Very possibly. He was the 1986 junior all-around champion for England. He's on their national team right now. We could see him in Barcelona.
Back to the vault, and here's Oklahoma's Jeff Lutz.
Same vault as Jared Hanks, but in the layout position a lot harder, and he did it a lot better. A great landing.
Think Greg Buick knows he's closing in on a championship?
Oh, I think they know they just got it in the bag now.
A 9.70 for Jeff Lutz. And And now UCLA's Cheney Humphrey, who has had a tough day, Peter.
He really has, but let's not forget, he is one of the country's best gymnasts. He was the Olympic Festival all-around champion. Of course, he has aspirations for the Olympics. He'll be back next year. Now he just needs to show everybody what he's made of. He does some very difficult release sequences. There's a reverse heck with his legs together, into another one, into a flyaway half turn, a triple release move. Boy, he's going for broke. Turns into his Eagle Giants. Setting up now for his dismount. Up to a perfect ending.
Look of relief on Cheney's face. Outstanding performance after, as we said, a tough day.
It really was a tough day, but he finished on a great, great note.
Take a look at those releases.
This is so difficult to do 3 consecutive release moves in a row. A reverse heck with legs together, very tough just by itself. There's another one, and right into a flyaway with a half turn, right on target.
And a 9.9 for Cheney Humphrey. Now here's Adam Carton. This is a young man, Peter, who left Penn State at one point, went west, thought the grass would be greener at Cal Santa Barbara, and decided that he was wrong.
He said he knew that after 3 weeks at Santa Barbara. He just missed the environment in the gym at Penn State, decided to come back. He said that the team welcomed him with open arms, and he's thrilled to be back at Penn State. And he's making a difference for the team. So far, he's doing a solid routine. There's a back toss, another back toss. Little bobble on the handstand there. Getting ready for his dismount. Double pike, very tough dismount, nice landing.
Nice routine for Adam Carton, but appears to be too little too late for the Nittany Lions. 9.55 is Carton's score on the parallel bars. And the last Oklahoma Sooner of the day, Brian Halstead.
The team's got a smile on all their faces. They know it's all over. All he has to do is finish with a great vault, and they've won the national title.
As Brian Halstead came down the runway, take a look at the bench. I think they know it. 9.75 is Brian Halstead's score, and Oklahoma Sooners wearing the look of champions. The Oklahoma Sooners, national champions. We'll hear from Coach Greg Buick and fill you in on the individual winners in just a moment.
The Accord 4-door sedan. We took a good idea and built on it. Introducing the Accord Wagon from Honda.
The Accord lease program. See your nearest Honda dealer for details.
When Bryant asked me to test this high-efficiency air conditioner, I said, sure, if I can test it my way. Check it out. Energy-saving copper tubing and a weather-resistant finish. Details that tell me that Bryant builds this baby to last.
For air conditioners that are built with the right stuff to last, check your yellow pages for the Bryant dealer near you.
And now for the toughest test of all. The Jaeger test. Bryant, the right stuff to last.
No better way to face the day.
The morning belongs to Skin Bracer Aftershave. Its cool, brisk tingle really gets you going. And what a great scent. Skin Bracer.
No better way to face the day. Find it.
The action is hotter. The stakes are higher. The effects are twice as dangerous. Gotcha. FX2, The Deadly Art of Illusion. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, May 10th at theaters everywhere.
It is one of the country's oldest tournaments, and it boasts some of golf's biggest stars. The Kmart Greater Greensboro Open, today on CBS.
Back at Rec Hall here at Penn State University, the site of the 1991 men's gymnastics